Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Rad Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and also Aquarius Rising. Our weekly general tarot reading August 9th up until August 15th, 2021. And in this video I'm going to use the Elemental Dignities technique, which will allow me to read the tarot cards in pairs or combos. And if you are interested into doing that yourself, the course now it's live, and it also goes along with a PDF handbook. So if you're interested, just give me an inquiry into my Facebook page or send me an email because right now the course is on sale. Also, if you are interested into my tarot classes or you do want a personal reading with me, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to find a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. And of course, if you do enjoy the content of this channel and you do wish to keep up with our weekly uploads, make sure you do subscribe for it and hit the notification bell. All right, so with that being said, let's move to the Aquarius reading. And the first card you do have, Aquarius, that is going to be the Hangman, followed by the second card here, which stands as the Hermit. Moving next, what we have, that is going to be the Nine of Pentacles. And things are getting really good. And the last prime card for you, that will be the Moon card. There are going to be 4 more cards for you, Aquarius, but these 4, can you see the cards? Just hold on a second. Yeah. There is a little bit of a glare, especially on the Moon card. Hopefully you can see them. So these 4 cards, and it seems that is going to be a big week for you. We do have, first and foremost, 3 out of 4 prime major arcana. And it seems that after the very slow, and even for some of you, it will feel stagnant start of the week, something is about to emerge out there. And I am very curious to see what that is going to be when I draw the additional card to the Hermit. But for now, what I can tell you is that it's going to be so big that as soon as it manifests itself, that is going to be the only thing you can focus on. And not just only that, but also it will present itself to be a humongous leap into development, either career-wise, either relationship-wise. And while you are off a very good start with it, you know, because things are going so well, at the end of the week you may start feeling a little bit of a uncertainty there, insecurity, because that will be the moment where you will realize that not everything depends on you. I am very, very curious to see how this is going to develop here. And starting up with the first card, so far so good. No problems with the recording software, because I do have so much problems with it today. It's just ridiculous. So starting up with the Hangman, and it is catalyzed by the 6 of Pentacles. We do have a passive friends into that position, and simply those 2 cards are ululating or screaming, shrieking that the time had came, the hierarchy to take off and to take place. This is no different, guys, when you do realize that there is nothing you can do about it, or you had realized in past tense that you couldn't do anything about it, and that the right moment or the right timing, or things eventually are going to get better, or things eventually are going to stir themselves again. Well, that is this time. The things are finally about to start stirring themselves again. Now with the Hangman, this is very interesting about this combo. It is that you are to see the world from a very different view, from a very different perspective, and things that beforehand made you feel bad, for example, or things that have been a cause for concern, they will gonna be no longer. This is like the man here is dangling on an ankh, or in the traditional deck on a tree, seeing the world upside down, therefore seeing a brand new and different world. But suffice to say here, it is that at the start of the week, the skies that had been darkened are going to be set into light again. And the only thing that you had to do and that you have to do for the next few days is just wait that to happen. Circumstances, they are to kind of like place themselves or piece themselves together on their own accord. And when they do so, the Hermit here is going to take place, and the catalyst of the oh my god. So the catalyst of the Hermit, that is going to be the Queen of Cups. We do have another passive friends, and that will be big, all right? That will be humongous. The Hermits manifests itself as the light at the end of the tunnel for you. Is that light at the end of the tunnel love, or is that light a new job, or is that light just a state of peace of mind, or peace of soul, or peace of materialism? That depends entirely on your personal situation. What we can see here is the light at the end of the tunnel. And that is the true light at the end of the tunnel, meaning that this is the right tunnel you're walking on. You have found the right path out of the maze that you may have been wobbling up until this point. And yes, that could be the ginormous love out there. That could be the ginormous as well a job that you may find. And when this substantial endeavor, because it's going to be very, very substantial, you are to focus on it, because you will see how essential that is for your well-being. And that substantial endeavor will require from you, though, to address it with a huge portion of wisdom and intelligence as well. Although the Queen of Cups is there, that does expresses emotions. These two that we do have, the Hermit and the Queen of Cups, actually points to the taming of thine emotions, right? Where the emotions are so stable that they do not pose any threat nor benefit. And that's why you can engrave your intelligence and your wisdom into your endeavor. And yeah, I mean, that may be the big love you have waited, or the big job as well. It does depend where in your life you are looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, because that is it. It's right there at the very first portion to mid of this week, August 9th up until August 15th, 2021. One thing I want to warn you about these cards: once you do find it, all right, or once you do find that light, keep it discreet, okay? Don't brag about it, because it may be taken away from you, or at least somebody may try to pollute the environment, so you cannot kind of like enjoy it to its maximum. And right after that, right after you do find the light that shines for you at the end of the tunnel, we do have these two, and they look very good, but they don't go along very well together. We do have a 9 of Pentacles with the Star card. These are a passive enemies, and it kind of like it's a contribution to the last card, and this is pretty much speeding up the process, or rather like predecess the process. So what happens here is that while this substantial endeavor or enterprise, like I said already, may that be relationship, love, career, job, so on and so forth, it is a very it is with a big prospect. It's literally a leap into development for you, and it will be very easy going. Because the Star card is here, that causes, or it is a catalyst to the 9 of Pentacles. It tells us two things. First thing, it is the doubts that things are going to develop forward, career-wise or relationship-wise, based on your criteria, your beliefs, above everything else, your ideas. And the second thing, it is that it may happen to be not the way you want to go and you want to move forward. And that's why it's imperative that you do approach it with intelligence and wisdom. Sometimes the right way, it is not the way we want. Okay, it's just, as a matter of fact, I do believe that most of the time that's the case. Sometimes the best way, it is not the way we want. And here we just have to lean to the, how can I say, to the parable, work smart, not hard. That is how you will know which path is for you and which way is for you, either career-wise or either relationship-wise. Here, what you will understand, it is that either the job or the person or the family or whatever it happens to be, the substantial endeavor here that you are to focus on, it's the thing. Given if you get introduced to a person and you start falling in love together, that is the guy or the woman. You got hired at the job, that is the job, all right? That is the thing. And regardless if at the start it doesn't look like that your ideals may be fulfilled, you should give it a chance. You should give it a go. You should give it a try, because that is a catalyst. That is not carved in stones. That is your these are the influences, and in this case your influences or these influences are coming more from you than from the exterior. And the final card we do have for you, Aquarius, which is how you do end up the week, that is going to be with the Moon card and the World card. So we do have a passive friends once more. That is one of the strongest elemental dignities. And literally what it says, it is that the direction you are walking into, it's not just only the right direction, it's the purpose, right? It is kind of like going to what was meant for you to do, where you are meant you to be. And the thing about these two, it is that you have already set a course, you already set sail. There is no going back from it. Not that you need it, but just for the sake of the reading, there is no going back from it. I mean, we call it in our country that the match have been already blown or already finalized. The score is already set. Nothing can be done about it. But at that stage of the week, at the end, you may feel increasingly uncertain and insecure. And that insecurity will mainly gonna be caused by the belief of the doom and gloom, okay? Either because things are going very well, you know, and you just can't believe it, that it is going so well, either into your career or either into your relationship, or either because things are not developing entirely based on your ideals, at least at first glance, and you are afraid that you have made the wrong choice. Either way, these insecurities are going to be a sense, or rather like a product, of your fantasies. And it will be imperative at the end of the week to remember what your goal were and not to abandon the path that you have chosen, because that is a path you are to choose. Do not forlorn it, all right? Do not subside yourself from it, because it's going to lead you where you belong, career-wise or relationship-wise. So with that being said, Aquarius, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, August 9th up until August 15th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoyed it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.